honestly, as adults, I think one of the saddest things is that we don't have the opportunity to celebrate how our new shoes make us run fast. So, anyways, did your new shoes make you run fast? Did you have something awesome happen in your business? Did you have a really hard conversation and you want to celebrate it? Did you achieve something you never thought you would achieve? Did you have an awesome sales goal day? Did you wake up and you looked amazing today? Like, what is it? What are we celebrating? That's what happens at the Celebrate Anything party. You might even be showing up to celebrate your birthday or your anniversary or your friend anniversary or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Just show up and celebrate it with us. And part of the reason why that exists is because I wanted to create an environment where, one, people feel supported to celebrate, they feel supported to be excited, and they feel supported in whatever mission that they're going on, in a sense that, like, we're not in competition. Hi, welcome to Say More Words, a podcast that was created to emphasize the human experience through stories. I hope that you come here to learn, to expand, and most importantly, learn how to say more words. Speak your story, speak your truth, boo-boo. We're so happy you're here. Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the new setup. Welcome to my living room. Before I got on here, I was like, I feel like Mr. Rogers in this setup, changing my shoes, and well, I took my shoes off, but changing my shoes, changing the setup. Welcome to my living room. Isn't she cute? We're doing some revamps in the space. And so, welcome. Hi, how are you? The song of the day is not a living room song, but it's a good one. Salt Shaker by the Ying twins. You weren't expecting that. But that's what the song of the day is. I am so excited that you're here. I'm so happy to have you in the space. I'm so happy to be back. I had to take a little break again. I apologize. My team hates when I do this, but it turns out sometimes we have necessary pauses and pivots in life, and that was one of them. But we're back, and we're going to be back for a while. So I'm just so excited that you're here, and excited is the topic of the day because we are still going along with the series of for when you're feeling blank. And so today is about when you're feeling excited. So first of all, whatever you are excited about, I want to hear about it. Whether you're listening to this the week that it comes out or it's 2 years down the line, if something is happening, I want you to text me, message me. All of my contact information is in the notes. Tell me what you're excited about. I want to hear about it. I want to hype you up. I feel like every day in life, we should have a moment. You know the GIF from Friends where they're all like, and if you're listening to this in your car and you're not watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, it's where Rachel and Phoebe are their hands are up in the air and they're celebrating. If you're not living life in a way that has moments like that regularly, I'm telling you, boo, it's time to find it. So this episode is for when you are excited. I am so excited for you. I want to celebrate with you. One of my favorite things in life is when people text me big things that are happening, or whether I was a part of them or not. If something exciting, people message me because I just love to celebrate. And one of the things I'm hosting, and I highly suggest you figure out a way to host this too, is called a Celebrate Anything party. We have 10,000 kids' birthday parties. We have graduations and all of the holidays they tell us we have to celebrate. But what would life look like if once a month you had a Celebrate Anything party? And ours is a happy hour where it's going to be cheaper than happy hour here in Colleyville, Texas. Because let's be honest, happy hours, even happy hours getting a little expensive these days. So we're hosting a happy hour inside of my favorite place, and literally you come with anything to celebrate. Did you get new shoes and they make you run fast? Which honestly, as adults, I think one of the saddest things is that we don't have the opportunity to celebrate how our new shoes make us run fast. So anyways, did your new shoes make you run fast? Did you have something awesome happen in your business? Did you have a really hard conversation and you want to celebrate it? Did you achieve something you never thought you would achieve? Did you have an awesome sales goal day? Did you wake up and you looked amazing today? What is it? What are we celebrating? That's what happens at the Celebrate Anything party. You might even be showing up to celebrate your birthday or your anniversary or your friend anniversary or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Just show up and celebrate it with us. And part of the reason why that exists is because I wanted to create an environment where, one, people feel supported to celebrate, they feel supported to be excited, and they feel supported in whatever mission that they're going on, in a sense that, like, we're not in competition. If you still live by the notion that the person who has maybe a similar business model to you is your competition, then boo, like, we got to get past that. But sometimes we don't talk about why we're excited. In this episode, it's important to talk about being excited. It's also important for us to talk about and acknowledge why we don't celebrate and we aren't excited, or we don't talk about being excited. I trained a team recently, and I was talking about how it is so important for you to hype yourself up. It is important for you to have people you can go to when you're excited about something, and they will hype you up as well. And somebody asked, like, well, it's just really important to stay humble. And if that is your narrative, boo, let that be your narrative. But that's not mine. It is not mine that you have to stay in a space of humble to celebrate the good things happening in your life or how amazing you are. It is important to be excited about things happening in your life, but it's also very important to be excited about you. And a person in this group, she goes, so, like, what do you do if people aren't excited? And I was like, find new people. If you, so like, what one of the big things I want you to take away from this is who's in your life that gets excited with you, who celebrates with you, who experiences and expands on your joy with you. It's very important to find those people, okay? Very important. You need to have them. Being excited sometimes feels unsafe to people. So if you grew up in an environment in which everybody was waiting for the shoe to drop, if something good happened, they were like, oh, something good happened, which means 10,000 different bad things are going to happen. If you grew up in that environment, being excited can give you nerves. It can make you uneasy because you think that this one thing, this one good thing, this one thing that you're super happy about happened. And then all of a sudden, no good things are ever going to happen for you again. Or just a slew of bad is coming after something good. So that's why people can get uneasy when they're excited because they're like, oh, well, something bad's going to happen. I had a mentor once tell me one of my favorite things ever is that bad things happen in threes. Everybody knows that. Bad things happen in threes. People die in threes. Like, it's just a thing. Or celebrities die in threes. But bad things happen in threes. She told me, yeah, but the end of that statement is bad things happen in threes, but good things happen by the thousands. And it's in those good things that we forget that we can get lost in our excitement, just as we get lost in our sorrow. But excitement is so uncomfortable. It's also, too, I don't know if you grew up in an environment in which you being happy was threatening to people, because that's also a very real thing. You being happy, there are people who are threatened by the happy people because their lives aren't happy, but not being happy is a choice. We've talked about that before. I'm going to say it again. Not being happy is a choice. I'm not saying that bad things don't happen. What I'm saying is that we don't have to unpack there and live. We can be in those moments and work through them and find happiness again. And so if you're excited about something, that can be very unnerving for some people, which then can make you recluse from your excitement. With that too, this group I was talking about, she's like, well, bad things are happening. And I don't deny that, right? I don't deny that we live in a world where bad things happen. I don't deny that you can be having a really great moment now and just 3 blocks away, somebody could be losing everything. Like, that is a very real reality. But that does not mean that you are not capable of living and being happy because somebody else is suffering. So now hear me, because that's a really uncomfortable statement for people to hear, that you can be happy while someone else is suffering. Just know that in the law of reciprocity and the law of duality, that there are times when you weren't happy and somebody else was. So people will start to feel guilt, shame when they feel happy. Or, we're in a high political environment. I mean, we say right now, we've just we're Americans, we're in a high political environment all of the time. But we're in kind of this interesting time where things in the economy are changing, and people are, making you choose sides and making you choose friends, and all of these things are happening, right? People are making you choose. And in that, people will create their own narrative that because they feel the world is on fire, your world should also be on fire. So it can be really uncomfortable to be excited because people are just like spewing at the mouth on the internet everywhere all of the time about how awful the world is. I will tell you, it's a choice to choose to be excited. It's a choice to live in the space of, oh, I don't have to listen to their narrative all of the time, because you don't. You can choose to be excited, even if the world is on fire. And that does not mean you do not care. You can care. The hard part about the world that we live in right now is that we are surrounded on social media. We have a constant stream of information, and we have a constant stream of connection to others. And that also, I think, brings this hesitancy to feel anything other than dark, because there's somebody at some point always out there who's complaining about something. And so it can make us feel internally, not that others make you feel a certain way, but after watching or being inundated with negative information, you can get so bogged down that you're like, well, I can't be excited about the fact that my favorite pen came in because, there's people dying in Africa. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. You are allowed to give yourself space to feel the good. There's not a lot of people on the internet right now telling you that you are allowed to feel good, that you have permission to be excited about things happening in your life, and you have permission to express those things that you're excited about. You have permission for those things. Why? Because it is a gift of this world. It is a gift that we have. It's that law of reciprocity. Yes, there is bad, but there is also good. Also, you have to remember that even some of the people who are suffering want hope. And so they want to hear the stories. They want to see how you survive. They want to hear the good. One of the things, when I was going through a really difficult time, one of my best friends would tell me about her relationship. And she'd be like, oh, do you want to hear what my boyfriend did this week? And I'm like, yes, please give me some love. Because even though I'm dark, give me some love to hold on to listen to hear, to feel. Because that little bit of hope, that love and happiness and excitement exists somewhere in the world, also gives me hope that I can have it again. That's the thing. Like, you have to be able to be in a space where you can provide others a little bit of hope and a little bit of excitement. It's important to have your team of people who are willing to be excited with you. I know exactly when something is going down in my life that I'm super excited about, I know who to call first, because I know they are going to celebrate with me. They are not going to hold malice against me if something hard happened in their day. They are not going to make me wrong because I am screaming from the rooftop something amazing that happened. Absolutely not. They are going to celebrate with me, and they're going to be excited with me. It is important to have those people, have that community of people who are going to be excited with you and give you space to be that version of you. So if you've ever been in a place where being excited or being happy makes you uncomfortable, one of the things that you can do that will really help benefit you, help boost you, is you can create what's called, we've talked about it before on the podcast, we'll talk about it again, the badass list. And that's a list of everything good happening in your world, things that make you a badass, things that lift you up, that make you feel seen, heard, loved, and cared for. This badass list exists to basically hype you up. You can also create a list. I have my badass list, and then I have in my notes app, I have a list, and it's like, these are really great things that have happened to me. And you can start it from at whatever point, but your goal is to add one really good thing that happened to you each day, something that made you excited, something that made you happy or joyful, whether it's as simple as your coffee was perfect this morning to as big as you solidified a massive contract, you met your forever person, you bought your brand new car, whatever it is. It can be big, it can be small. One time, honestly, on my list, it's one of my favorites. I found out that the old school Jelly Roll gel pens, like the actual Jelly Roll gel pens, you can buy in masses on Amazon. So I had 36 of them delivered in all sorts of shapes and colors and glitter and all of that. Best. Awesome. It filled me with such joy and excitement. Um, so creating those lists, why it's important is your brain needs to proof seek. We forget that when we are adults and we're in a place where we really feel like we're not ourselves, or we really feel lost or confused or unhappy or whatever it is that you are feeling, it took us years to get there. It was inundation. It was repetition. We are essentially toddlers with credit cards, and everything in our lives exists, especially inside of our brain, through repetition. Every single thing for us. And so if you can proof seek the bad, I can promise you can proof seek the good. And so these lists force you to proof seek the good, to find the good in every single day. But it also gives you proof when you are having a hard time that excitement once existed and it can come back. There is an overabundance of happiness and joy and excitement, and you can get it back. So when I'm having a particularly hard day, or I'm feeling really strong emotions that are bringing me back to a really negative space, I'll open these lists up and I will allow my brain to proof seek the excitement that I have felt, the joy that I have felt, and all of the reasons why I am capable of living a really good life based off of who I am as a person and what I know to be true. Because we were created to be prosperous and abundant and to live a really good life. You know that my thing is that I don't believe that we were put on this planet to work and then die. We were meant to live a really good life. If we don't, it's on us. It's hard to take that responsibility, but it's true. It's on us when we don't. And it's on us to make a choice to pivot. And so I have had a colorful existence, and negativity can come in and it can really truly sink me. It can grab me by the ankles and pull me to the bottom of the ocean and hold me there if I let it. And so these lists act as proof seeking life jackets to bring me back to the surface, to bring me back to what I know to be true, to bring me back to a prosperous and abundant state where happiness, joy, excitement are part of my everyday. They may not be all of my everyday, but they are a huge part of my everyday. So try this activity, see if it works, see if you can allow yourself and your brain the space to proof seek, to find, to hunt down the version of you that is just oh so powerful. Okay, so this is for when you're feeling excited. I hope that you take this excitement, hold it deep down inside of your soul, and use it to basically catapult you to the next level of excitement. It's a really good life with really hard things sprinkled in. And if you can find the excitement, the joy, and the happiness in every single day, I promise you, it'll drastically change your life. I'm super excited to be back with you. I'm super excited to be in this space. Make sure that you like, subscribe, download, and share it with anybody in your world who matters to you, who you want to see as an excited partner. Or you can also send it to your people who are on your excited team, the people you know you can reach out to at any point, and they'll be excited with you. I'm super excited to be here in this space. Thank you for listening to Say More Words. Know that we have really big, dramatically big and awesome news coming to you here shortly about the podcast and where we're filming and what we're doing. So some massively big, beautiful things. And I'm just so excited to be here in this space and serve you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for saying more words. I love you. Mean it. Have a great day.